Welcome. Welcome to the Football Rig, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with our show, the AAR Show, the After Action Review, and this will be for the UCL, for the Champions League. We just had two magnificent nights in the Champions League. Absolutely, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy, as you know, guys. I'm an Arsenal fan, and we won. And we're gonna talk about all the English teams that performed in the UCL. I think the English teams did excellent this match week. I think they had the highest score ever in their history in one fixture. So we're gonna break it down even further. We had Liverpool, we had City, we had Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham as well. So many teams to talk about. I'm gonna get right into it. I will start first of all. Let's see, what should we start with, guys? What should we start with? Man. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with let's see, let's go with Liverpool, man. Liverpool has won finally. I mean, they've been suffering for the past couple of games. They had 4 losses in a row in all comps, 3 in the Premier League, 1 in the UCL, where they lost against Galatasaray. And now they broke the curse. You want to call it the curse or whatever, but they broke the bad performances in the bad trend, and they won with 5-1 against Frankfurt. So I'm gonna pull up the stats right away quickly, so we can talk about it more. Ay, man. What's going on here? There we go. Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 5. To be honest, Liverpool broke their curse, and now they are, back into the winning track. Does that mean that Liverpool is back? Yet to see that, we have to see that even in the Premier League before we judge, before we say anything, before we jump on our horses and say, "Oh, Liverpool is back." You never know. I mean, it could be a fluke. And you know what happened in this game in particular that was interesting. A couple of players from Liverpool were not playing. Salah was not playing. Gravenberch was not playing. McAllister was not playing. But yet they looked so good. So it's not just a matter of choosing the players, but it's also the matter of how to implement your tactics and choosing the right players in the same time. So it goes hand in hand. You cannot shoehorn all your stars and think that it will work. And the last couple of games proved that that's not the case. And Arne Slot probably recognized that, and he rectified this game. Frankfurt started very well. They scored the first goal. I thought, oh shit, it's gonna be another one now, 5 in a row. But Liverpool just said, it's not happening. Even if it's in Germany, even if it's away, it's not happening. And they actually scored 5 goals in the second half. And not in the second half, but they scored 5 goals anyways. And to be honest, Wirtz. Let's talk about Wirtz, man. Wirtz broke the curse for him. He assisted 2 goals. 2 goals for Wirtz, man. Now we cannot say the 0010 or the 0011, but I liked the video that I watched from even Saeed TV. Big up Saeed. I think you should guys subscribe to him. He said that doesn't count. That doesn't count because it happened in Germany. It's like he's playing in his home ground. That's why it doesn't count. He wants to see a goal or assist that happens in England in the Premier League, and I think that's fair to ask, but at least that gets him a little bit of boost because now he assisted and he played very well. It was the best game for Wirtz under Liverpool jersey. I think he should keep doing what he did this game in particular, and especially when he was playing more in the central role or central areas in the midfield. He was really dominating. But who actually was really good for me was Ekitike. Ekitike, man, looked amazing. What a striker, man. The way, the pace, the agility, the control, the shot. The guy is a really good striker. And to be honest, it's a big topic in Liverpool fan. I think, should we drop Isak? That's the question I think the Liverpool fan will be asking. Should we drop Isak for Ekitike? For me personally, I think yes. Even though Isak cost Liverpool 120 million plus and Ekitike cost 80 million, the price tag shouldn't be a discussion here. It's all about form, and whoever performs very well, whoever provides the goals should be starting. And I think Ekitike demonstrated that from the beginning of the season. I think he was one of the top strikers or the best strikers that has been signed in this summer transfer window, and he's proving it yet again and again and again. So I think Ekitike should start over Isak. I don't know how Liverpool fans think about that or how they feel about it. I know they were so happy with Isak, and and Isak was like the hottest property, I would say, in the last summer, but he's not performing. The guy is not performing, and Ekitike is performing. So I think you should play Ekitike. I think you should play Ekitike. However, overall, Liverpool, they played very well. Again, Slot tactically outplayed Frankfurt, and they got the easy 3 points and a 5 goal. I think that will boost their confidence a lot, especially with the upcoming games in the Premier League and the Champions League. The next Champions League, I'm not going to talk about now, but for Liverpool, they're going to play Real Madrid. So that's going to be a really, really, really tough one. That's going to be a tough one for Liverpool going against Madrid. We're going to talk about that. I have the next games a snapshot from it. So we're going to see all the next games in the match week number 4, which is going to happen, I think, between the 4th and the 5th of 4th and 5th of November. So that's quite soon. I mean, that's like 10 days away from now, or 2 weeks, I would say. But unfortunately, they had an injury. Frimpong was injured, so I wish him a speedy recovery. I mean, they lost Frimpong, even though he played very well. I saw, a couple of runs from him. He really played very well, but unfortunately, he got injured, and Bradley came in. So let's wait and see, man. Let's wait and see. But I think Liverpool fans are breathing now. And big up to you, Godfrey, man. Good. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, man. Thanks. I really, really appreciate it. So for Liverpool, I think the fans should be more cautious. Optimistically cautious, if I can say that. If I can say that, Matt. Thank you, Godfrey, man. Thank you. I really appreciate your boost and support here. So I would be optimistically cautious. It's a good win, 5 goals, UCL, all of that. But let's see how it goes. The next one and the next one, and they're going to play City next month. So it's going to be a really tough fixture for Liverpool. Really, really tough. Imagine you're playing City, you're playing Real Madrid. Oh, my Lord. What a schedule that is coming for Liverpool. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes for Liverpool. But I think they are on the right track. If they continue delivering in the same manner, I think they will be back soon enough. So that's why you don't write them off in terms of, are they contenders for the league? Are they favorites for the league? I still have them as the favorites, by the way. I didn't scratch that. Yes, we are 4 points ahead of them, but Liverpool can all of a sudden just wake up and start scoring left, right, and center, because I do rate their players. Their players are really, really good. Absolutely good. So, but I think Slot is slowly getting the grasp and understanding the player and the chemistry behind it, and which player to play with whom, and all of that stuff. And that will come with time. So unfortunately, had this, I would say, losing streak, you can call it. But I think he's getting a fine tune out of things right now. I think so. I really think he's getting a fine tune out of things. But let's not just, be rash in our prediction right now, and just wait and see what will happen next in the Premier League, especially in the Premier League. So that's all from me from Liverpool. But I want to talk now more about the other teams. So let's go to the next one. Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. Man, the Blues. The Blues played in a rainy day in London, and they rained goals on Ajax. It's not like Ajax is a really strong team. They're sitting up probably last, and we're going to check out also the UCL table. I think they're sitting last, so it's nothing really a wow or anything. But scoring 5 goals in a UCL, and the way they scored it, and guess what? There was a red card again in the game, but this time it was for Ajax. This time, man. Yeah, man, I totally agree. I'm saying Ajax really, really, really look bad, Godfrey. I don't see them as a competitive team right now. And I think you are absolutely right. I mean, they played George, they played all these youngsters from Chelsea, and they still managed to score 5 goals. Plus, they were a one man down, Ajax. So it's not really something I would say wow or anything. The guy who scored the penalty for Ajax, by the way, and also the ref, man, the ref was giving penalties right, left, and center. He was just coupons, penalty coupons. I never seen a penalty coupons like that, man. He's giving a penalty here, a penalty there, like 2 penalties, I think, for Chelsea. Was it 2? Right, Enzo scored a penalty. Oh yeah, it was 2 penalties. Estivao scored a penalty, and Ajax also scored a penalty. So 3 penalties in the game, and they were all scored. 1 for Ajax and 2 for Chelsea. And to be honest, the game was completely done right, like the beginning of the second half. So Chelsea really killed them very early. So that's really good. And I think Maresca managed to kill the game very early. That's very good for them. They managed to rotate their players. I mean, it's not like Chelsea are suffering from a thin squad or anything, but it's very good. It's always good for you to kill the game as early as possible, because I think it gives you an opportunity and a chance to rotate the players and rest them for the upcoming games. So congratulations to Chelsea fan, and of course congratulations to Liverpool fans for those 2 wins. Both scored 5 goals. 5-1, same score, 5-1 for Chelsea and 5-1 for Liverpool. So really, I mean, for both fan base, I think they will be so happy with those kind of wins. But for now, let's go to the club that is probably going to be the dark horse. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think they're going to be the dark horse in this tournament and this season. Newcastle won against Benfica. Now, Benfica is not a very strong team currently. I think Marino's there, Jose Marino, but a team that is kind of young when it comes to UCL participation. They are doing so good. And I don't know about you guys, but if you watched, if you watched Gordon, you watched Voltemada, and also Barnes, man, that trio just obliterated Benfica. The way they were passing, the understanding between them, I mean, they were really, really good and so slick and so smooth. The goals were really, they broke them down so easily. They made it look so easy against Benfica. From the first goal, also the third goal, and the second goal, the assist from Pope. He threw the ball from inside the box with his hand, and it passed all the way to the other half of the field, man. I mean, what the hell, the Pope guy, man? He's like a quarterback. He's like a quarterback who just passed the ball, and Barnes just capitalized and ran all the way to the goal and scored. Overall, Newcastle, I mean, they were really good. Absolutely good, man. Beautiful football. I mean, they didn't really... Yeah, man, it was insane. It was insane, bro. It was insane, Godfrey. It was insane. I think, man, damn. But Benfica didn't really put any challenge to Newcastle, to be honest. I mean, the throw was, aside of the Pope throw, the way the other 2 goals were scored, I mean, if you guys watch it, they just played them so easily. The passes, the movement, the understanding between the players, they just scored. And that was the end of it. I mean, they just outclassed them every way possible and in every manner you could possibly think of. So not much really to say about the game, but well done, Newcastle. And they really are moving in the Premier League, in the Champions League. And I will show you the table, by the way. You'll be surprised where Newcastle is. You'll be so surprised where Newcastle is. So let's just keep it running. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going and flowing. Oh, man. That's one of my worst. And I'm keeping Arsenal for last, by the way, intentionally, because I have a lot to say about that game. But let's move on to... I want to get this one over quite fast, which is the Spurs one. I think, man, what the hell is going on with Spurs? Look, Monaco's not an easy team to play against, because City actually drew against them. But Tottenham, for me, this season is... I don't know, man. I cannot anticipate where they're gonna end, how they play football. One game they are so good, and the other game they're so bad and trash. And you cannot really predict what Tottenham will do, to be honest. And there's not much to say here in particular about this game. I know it's a 0-0. That's probably the worst game. I mean, you can watch or results you can anticipate is a 0-0. Man, it's just I don't like, man, the 0-0 games. I mean, it's a waste of 90 minutes of your life plus the 50 minutes in between. So you can call it a wasted 2 hours of your day and life. And man, Spursy, man, and Godfrey said it, man. Spursy back-to-back draws, they are underwhelming. They are, man. And Thomas Frank, you know, I don't know, man. I'm starting to back off from Thomas Frank. Ash told me that it was just a fluke at the beginning when he was playing very well, and I think he was right. I'll give him credit for that. I think Ash was right by calling it. I don't think Spurs are, even though they have really good players like Kudus, Kolomwani, Xavi Simons. I mean, the players that they have are not that bad. I'm being honest with you guys. They don't have bad players. They have good players. Even Vicario is playing very well. But I don't know, man. Spurs is Spurs. I think that kind of sums it up. I mean, Spursy are being Spursy. That's all I can say about Spurs. I don't know about you guys. Give me your thoughts. But for me, I don't really rate the game or anything like that. Yeah, they will, Godfrey. I think they will, to be honest. I think they will make it to the playoffs, man. Because to be honest, if you look at, we will look at the table and we can, dig deeper there and actually talk about and break it down. The game before I want to talk about Arsenal is City. Now, I know it's Villarreal, but I want you to understand something. Villarreal is sitting third in La Liga. Can you imagine? So it's Madrid, Barca, I think, and then Villarreal, and then Atletico Madrid. That means that Villarreal is in form. We cannot just disregard that fact. We cannot say that Villarreal is a bad team or the Submarines are really not performing. No, the Submarines are performing in La Liga, so that tells me that they are a very good team. What? I was hoping Pepe and Partey would cause Yeah, man, I always want City to lose or Liverpool to lose, even though it's the UCL. And you know why I want that? Because I think, when they lose in the UCL, I think that kind of lack of confidence creeps into the team. And I think it impacts and affects the performance in the league. So that's where I'm coming from as an Arsenal fan, because I do want them to, drop points in the league, especially. But yeah, man, Villarreal are a good team. Nobody is taking that away from them. But however, man, City has Erling Haaland. This man, Erling Haaland. I don't care who you guys are saying is the best striker in the world. For me, he is the best striker in the world right now. I know you guys are going to tell me Kane is doing well. I know you guys are going to tell me Mbappe as well is doing well. But for me, Haaland is just, man, he's a freak. And nobody said it better than Godfrey. He's saying it. That damn, man, you made me fumble. Oh, man. What is that, man? Yeah, he's an alien. He's an alien, bro. He is an alien, man. 51 goals or 53 goals in 51 games, man. The rate is insane. This guy is insane, bro. This guy is insane. The way he is performing. You know what, Godfrey? You know what is, making me say that he's the best striker? It's not just he's scoring goals. I know goals are important for a striker. Obviously, it's one of the metrics and statistic you look at for any striker. But the link-up play, this guy has improved massively when it comes to link-up play, when it comes to dribble, when it comes to decision-making, even the passing, he improved. So for me, he is like, I don't know, man. He's the overall striker that I would dream in my club, bro. I honestly would, man. Plus that, I mean, yes, Godfrey, you're right. He scored in 12 consecutive games. You know how hard that is. You know how mad that stat is. That is madness. This is madness, guys. I'm telling you, it's madness to score in 12 consecutive games. And man, I cannot say enough to describe how good Haaland is. I genuinely don't have enough words, I think, in my mind right now to describe it. I'm just, bedazzled by him. I'm just, the guy is just so good. He's so fucking good, bro. He's so good, man. And I don't know, maybe City fans will not agree, but I think they are like a one-man show currently, to be honest. And why I say that? Because Haaland is just outperforming everybody. Literally, he's performing and outperforming every single player in City. And I think, I don't know, like if Haaland is not in form, or God forbid he gets an injury. I would never wish an injury on any player. That's just sick to do that. But where will the goal come from? I really don't understand. Like Marmoush is not really clicking. Foden is not playing very well. Probably Doku. Doku is okay. He's good. And Savinho as well, he's good, but his output is not that much. So where do we go from there? If Haaland is not there, who's going to score? So for me, City are playing in a manner that they over depending on Haaland. And it's not wrong. Obviously, if you have a world-class striker, obviously I'm going to depend on him. Don't get me wrong. But when you're a one-man show, I think that will be troublesome in the future because you cannot keep up the form. There will always be a dip in form in any player, any football team. They can't keep up the consistency and levels. Sometimes you will find a dip, and sometimes they pick up form again. But eventually, they will have to get goals from somewhere else. And I'm not undermining Pep. Don't get me wrong. I think Pep is a genius. Pep Guardiola is probably the most, underrated manager in the whole world, man. He's just so good. This guy is mental, man. The way he put his tactics and the way he plays with the players and changes formation and find a solution. I think Pep is probably the best I've seen in my lifetime. Him and Sir Alex Ferguson and probably also Arsene Wenger. Those are top 3 managers I've witnessed in my life. Pep Guardiola, Sir Alex Ferguson, and Arsene Wenger. I think those 3 are like top for me. I haven't seen any managers in the way they anticipate games, the way they play. But man, Haaland, man, just Haaland, man. Haaland is Haaland. That's all I can say. Big up, Daniel. Big up, bro. Welcome, Daniel. I'm happy that Daniel is here and Godfrey here because I'm keeping Arsenal for last. I want to hear from you guys. You're the Arsenal fans and you're running the show. And this is what we're going to talk next is about Arsenal Football Club versus Atletico Madrid. So I want to hear from Godfrey. I want to hear from Daniel. I know Daniel is a Chelsea fan. We talked about Chelsea. Congratulations, Daniel, on the win. But I want to hear about your opinion regarding Arsenal, nevertheless. So Arsenal Football Club. Hey, man. You are right. We owe City of Madrid. We owe Madrid, man. We are dominating Madrid. Man, call me whatever you want. Set piece FC if you want. I couldn't care less, man. We are dominating Madrid. We won against Real Madrid last season, and now we won against Atletico Madrid in such a way. I think they never got battered in this manner in their whole, I mean, at least in Diego Simeone's tenure. I don't think ever at Diego Simeone got battered like this. 4-0. 4-0. I was so happy. Well, the first half, let's talk about the first. Let's break down the game. The first half, I think we were really good. Honestly speaking. We were so good. We hit the bar once as a shot that got deflected and it hit the bar. And Declan couldn't really, get it into the back of the net. Man, he will probably, Daniel. Believe me, he will, man. I spoke on length. I spoke a lot about Haaland, and I think Haaland is, and hear me out again. I'm going to repeat it if you didn't hear it. I think Haaland is the best striker in the world. Period. I don't care what people say about Mbappe and even Harry Kane right now. But I think Haaland, if you're going to ask me to pick a number 9 for your team right now, I would pick Haaland. Easy. I'll pick him blindly. Where's Haaland? Blindly. Even look, Mbappe is good. Nobody's saying Mbappe is shit. Obviously not. But I think Haaland's just more of a complete striker. I think Mbappe is more like a winger type striker, if that makes any sense. But Haaland is a number 9. Number 9, period. And I love that kind of number 9 who's physically there, who's and now even the ball control that he has improved massively. I don't know about you guys, but I'm watching like Haaland closely, and I think his ball control is just insane. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I would, bro. What you talking about, man? I'm not that biased, man. Look, I support my team. Obviously, I support Gyökeres, but we're gonna talk about Gyökeres' game. But I would never say that Gyökeres is better than Haaland. Are you mad? Are you mad? Oh man, you know what, Godfrey? Me too, man. I was, even my prediction was, I thought we are gonna win like a 1-0, maybe 2-1, something like that. That would be like my prediction of the game at the beginning of the game. You can check it out in the watch along. And because both teams are very strong defensively. I mean, Diego Simeone is obviously known for his defensive tactics, and also Arteta in the same manner. So I thought it was going to be like that kind of games that you're just going to nick a goal here and there. But let me get back to the game. So the first half was excellent from Arsenal, right? And in the second half, there was one shot by Alvarez that I almost had a heart attack. My heart just dropped dead when I saw that shot from Alvarez, which hit the post. I think if that went in, the game would have been completely different. It would have been completely different if Alvarez scored that goal, because it was still 0-0. But guess what? Declan Rice set piece. To who? Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes. Man, this guy is probably the best scoring center back. And center back as well. Man, the guy is just a monster. Gabriel Magalhaes is a monster, man. Monster, man. And you know what? What's intriguing about it is every team that we face, they know that Gabriel is gonna, attempt to hit it with his head. I mean, and they set up like 3-4 players around him and say, okay, we're gonna mark this guy, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna score anyway, And that's what I love about it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a cheat code, And I don't think we should use the cheat code. I think we must abuse it. We must abuse the helling shit, the helling live out of it, man. We must abuse that cheat code. If you're gonna win with that cheat code, just go with it, bro. Just go with it. Abuse it. Do not use it. Abuse it. For me, abuse the hell out of it, man. Just that's all I'm gonna say about the set piece. Then, what a run from Skelly. What a run from this young man. This young man just, pulled everybody behind him and put a freaking pass to Gabriel Martinelli. Oh my Lord, what a pass. Mwah. So hot and sexy, the pass. And Martinelli scored that goal against Atletico Madrid, and now we score from an open play. So people cannot really complain now and say you're a set piece FC and all that crap. I couldn't care less. Even if you call me that, you think I care? I really don't care. The third goal came in. It was a fluky goal from Gyökeres. I'm gonna be honest here. Let's be honest. As an Arsenal fan, I'm gonna be shameless sometimes, but I'm gonna be honest most of the time, right? The goals that Gyökeres scored were really fluky. I don't know how he got in and he hit it, and the second goal as well. But I think both goals are very, very important for Gyökeres, because what really boosts up a confidence of a striker is goals. And you can see, the atmosphere around Gyökeres when he scored that goal. Everybody was happy for him. Saka was happy, Rice, Gabriel, everybody was happy, and everybody was telling me, hey, man, go do the celebration. And he was doing this, man. And as Arsenal fans, man, we were so happy that he scored. And I think it's a beginning of something magnificent for Gyökeres. I'm not sitting here and say, oh, he's going to be the top scorer of the whole league or the Champions League, but I think he will help us to score more goals and secure, points in the future. And we need his goals. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Saka is scoring, Martinelli is scoring, Gabriel Magalhaes is scoring, Zubimendi. I want everybody in Arsenal to contribute because we do play as a unit. We're not like City who have an alien in their team, somebody called Haaland who's just scoring, just for fun, just for the sake of it. He's just scoring. We don't have that guy. So we're going to spread the goals around. And I'm happy to see that. I'm genuinely happy to see that because if Saka doesn't score, Gyökeres is going to score. If Gyökeres is not going to score, probably Eze is going to score. Even Odegaard is not back yet, by the way. Just keep that in mind. Odegaard is not playing. And I think Odegaard is going to be a key player in the foreseeable future for Arsenal, especially this season. I think Odegaard is going to be, when he comes back, and he's coming soon, by the way. And we saw him when he came back a little bit in the games. I know he had the injury with his knee, but when he played, he was creating a lot of chances. And I think he will be able to create a lot of chances for Gyökeres. Both of them are excellent players. And yeah, man, as an Arsenal fan, I think we're all happy. We're not going to complain and say it wasn't a good win. No, it was an excellent win. Massive win for Arsenal, especially in the Champions League. Let me see what Daniel's saying. Arsenal Fan TV is so deluded and saying they are best club in the world when they have not won trophy in 6 years. Okay, Daniel, you're being shameless here. Let me respond to you. Yes, we haven't won in 5 years. And I'm going to address it and being so frank with you. Look, for me, the metric of success is trophies. I do agree with that. And Arteta, he had a lot of chances, a couple of years now. But this season, I think he changed. From what sense? Let me expand on that. Arteta's first managerial position or first managerial job in his career is to coach Arsenal Football Club. And I'm not going to put that as an excuse for him and say, okay, that's a learning curve for him. But it's true. It is a learning curve for him. However, we didn't have the squad depth we had right now. He was over-depending on certain players. He didn't really swap between them. And that's where he overplayed a lot of players. The likes of Saka, the likes of Rice, Odegaard. He never changed the players. But now, and on top of that, his in-game management, which is very important, very, very important. The in-game management, right? Let me pull up my brother Zir. Welcome, Zir. Welcome, my brother.
Assalamu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I heard trophies and I had to be summoned.
You're muted, bro.
Well, I'm actually muted. I'm actually muted.
All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm muted myself. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Wait, it wasn't me, right?
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I was gonna say trophies summoned me here. I heard trophies.
Oh, you're being shameless. I'm addressing that point where Daniel brought up and he's saying Arsenal Fan TV is deluded, saying that they are the best in the world, even though we haven't won trophies. And I'm addressing that point.
Yeah. They're jumping the gun. I know where you're about. Yeah, I sent that to my close friend who lives in Bahrain.
Look, the thing is, I do rate my club in terms of the way we are playing right now. And yes, trophies are something important. And I think if Arsenal Football Club does not win the UCL or the Premier League, I think Arteta has taken this team to the maximum, I would say, position he can. And then there's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. There's no harm in saying that. As an Arsenal fan, I would say thank you, Arteta, for putting Arsenal back into a challenging position, being contenders. Thank you very much for building the squad and have a lovely, lovely career. And I wish you good fortune. However, I think this season he's going to win something. I genuinely do believe that. And I hope so. Look, I hope that I'm wrong in saying that Arteta cannot win it. I do hope that. But we'll see about that. What do you think, Zir, about this game? I spoke a lot about the games. Any game in particular that really caught your eyes, I would say, or was interested in your opinion from the English teams? Of course, I know that you're a Bayern fan and you won, so congratulations to that. That puts you back on top of the but about the English team, was there any team that looked so good for you? If you watched any game or you wanted to go to track back and then we go back and talk about it. Verts, by the way, got 2 assists.
Yeah, but Frankfurt were dead.
Okay.
I mean, fair play, but Frankfurt were dead. It took playing a German side again. See, just to go by the logic of English fans. But anyway, teams, PSG obviously, slapping up Leverkusen the way they did. And we play them next, actually. Bro, what's up everywhere? Fucking. But yeah, I would say that. And what else? You guys look dangerous, but to win it again, I told you, it takes a different mentality. Will you have it? I don't know. We'll see. And I think us.
Right. So let me put this for the guys who's watching. Zirk actually clipped me saying that we're gonna batter and smack Bayern Munich, and that's how confident I am in my team right now, and the way we are playing, the way we are cruising in the league and in the UCL. I actually put on, the confidence, I would say, hoodie, and say we're gonna smack you guys. And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna repeat it. I think we're gonna smack you. Is it gonna be in Emirates?
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely smacking you.
I don't think you're smacking us. I think if you win, you're just beating us by 1 or 2 goals.
Well, that's for me, smacking. We'll see.
That's by the way, I wouldn't be shocked if we win. I wouldn't be shocked if we drew, and I wouldn't be shocked if we lost. I wouldn't be shocked if we won because we play the best attacking football.
You're sitting on the fence here, right?
I would not be shocked if we drew because I'm giving you a little bit of respect for how you play. And I wouldn't be shocked if you won because you can catch us on the break. So this is one of those games, anything can happen.
Well, speaking of which, so since I concluded the games, I would go straight to the table.
Yeah, see, look who's top 2, buddy. But that's gonna change because we play the top team next. That's the problem. We play the top team next.
Yeah, so let me just clarify that quickly. There we go. So the first teams, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, obviously they are there because of the goal difference. Let me just expand it even more so that we can see. And the reason why Paris Saint-Germain are first is because, of the goals that they scored. So they scored 13 goals, you scored 12, and that's why they are first, even though the goal difference are the same, which is 10. Inter Milan third, because they have 9 in GD or goal difference. Arsenal fourth, and Real Madrid fifth. So these are the 5 teams that got the 3 wins out of 3. And I think those are, rightfully there. I'm not surprised that any of those teams are on top right there. Dortmund, shockingly, are there. City. But look at Newcastle, man. And that's the team that is surprising to me, is Newcastle. They're doing so well. I don't know if you watched the game, but Newcastle, man, and I talked about it, they battered Benfica. And the way they did it, man, they were so smooth and excellent execution. What players that they have, man, and the understanding between them. So in the knockout phase, currently we have Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Sporting, Gladbach, and Galatasaray. Tottenham Hotspur on 15th, PSV, and let's go down. Let's see who is gonna be knocked out completely. Atlanta, Atleti. Oh, they lost 2 games. Holy shit!
They lost to Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's true. Shit, bro. I didn't expect Atletico Madrid to be down there. Anyways, Club Brugge, Atletico Bilbao, Frankfurt, Napoli. Oh my god. Napoli.
Okay, so final 2, by the way, we'll take the final 2.
Shit, Juve, man. Juve is down. Damn, man. Urug Limit, Monaco, Slavia Prague. So that's the game actually we're going to play next for Arsenal. We're going to go, that's the next thing we're going to talk about. Leverkusen, Villarreal, Copenhagen, Olympiacos, Almaty, Benfica, Ajax, man. Ajax and Benfica, man. 3 losses. Yeah, man. That's what I said about Chelsea. I mean, winning against Ajax is not really something to brag about. I mean, Ajax looked really, really bad this season, the UCL. So it's not really much to talk about Ajax and why
They look bad as a whole this season, Sammy.
What?
I think even in the league they look bad.
I'm not sure really. Let me look at how.
From what I've heard, they've been on there.
Let me check it out quickly. Every standing. Let's see. So table. Let's see where they are in the Dutch league. They're fourth.
Yeah, but that's not good for this time. But that's not good
fourth. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Ajax, man. Overall, I think these two are not really something that we should worry about. But I think the English teams did very, very well this match week number 3. They had the highest number of goals scored. Chelsea scored 5, Liverpool scored 5, Arsenal 4. I mean, they were really doing very well this week. So now, and the last topic is to talk about the upcoming games. Let's see, and it's gonna be held. Let's see on the date. I think it's 4th and 5th. And let's see. So there we go. It's gonna be in the 4th and 5th of November. So you know what? I hate this, man. And look at this. Arsenal are gonna play Slavia Prague at 8:45. I mean, this is my time, in Saudi time.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the two games that is considered to be one of the most amazing games to watch, PSG and Bayern, and also Liverpool and Real Madrid, are going to be played in the same day, in the same time. That's really not good. Not even for commercial, man.
I told you the other day, and you kind of defended it, but you were probably trolling. So it is what it is.
No, I knew you guys are going to play them. I just didn't know it's going to be happening in the same time, like in the same day, same hour,
I told you in the stream, I think Barah, I told you.
Oh, Godfrey is 1 hour behind us. Okay.
Yeah, he's in South Africa. That's why. Big up South Africa.
Yeah, man. I love South Africa. I've been there a couple of times, man. I love the country. I love the people.
Shit.
Yeah, bro. I love the people there, man.
Fairs.
Yeah, man. I love it.
You got one tourist fan over here.
Yeah, man. Joe Berg. What's up with Joe Berg, bro? Anyways, the other English teams are going to play. Man City are going to play Dortmund, so I think that's a good one. Chelsea have an easy game. Newcastle going to play Atletico Bilbao. Where's Spurs? I can't see Spurs, bro. Where's Spurs? Spurs are going to play Copenhagen. So the most difficult one for the English teams in particular is going to be Liverpool. Obviously, they're going to play Real Madrid, but I think they're going to play in the Anfield, so that should help them a little bit. I mean, gives them a little bit of confidence. But overall, man, I think Real Madrid is going to smack them, man. I have a feeling that Real is just going to eat them up. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. And tell me about Bayern Munich and PSG. You think you're going to win?
I think the Real Liverpool game, Real is going to kill them. I agree. As for our game, it's going to be, I think, the best game of the game week. And it's probably going to be the best game of the league phase. Because you know what it is? Both sides play this attacking style of football in which they like to suffocate one another. By the way, let's not forget, I actually think we gave Chelsea the blueprint to beating them in the final with the way that we were pressing them and pegging them back for a good 70 minutes. But we just didn't score, other than that offside goal that Upamecano scored. But other than that, I'm going
to let it slide what you just said, man.
No, but it's true. Even Chelsea fans say.
No, it's not that, man. The word you use, bro. I'm just gonna let it slide, bro.
Well, I don't know what I said, but tell me later. Well, I don't know what I said. Anyway,
yeah, man, it's fine.
My memory is a little off. But anyway, I'm not focused on the game. I'm not.
So,
I'm
so
not
you think
focused-
you
I'm
think
not,
you're
I'm
gonna
not, I'm
win?
not focused on the Jahalaf. I'm sorry.
It's fine, man. Do you think you're gonna win against PSG?
I think a draw.
And don't forget, this is gonna be held in Paris.
I know. I think we draw. I don't think we. I don't think we win that game. But I don't know if we're gonna lose. But that's the thing. So I'm just going for a draw. Because by the way, we're playing in Parc des Princes, by the way. And PSG are the champs of Europe and have been playing as good as we have, despite the results in League on being shaky. But
yeah, man. But when they play, they play. You know what I mean? Like PSG, man.
Yeah, when they play, they play. But I actually think we've been in such good form, we can actually give them a run for them, bro. You know, PSG fans, yeah, they fear us more than they fear Barca for a reason. Bro, I'm telling you, it's all La Liga, Premier League hype, bro. Yeah, watch the games, and then you'll understand why.
Yeah, I think you're right here, Godfrey. But I think their attack is just so good, you know, that it will.
Yeah, fullbacks are actually good, to be fair. But
fullbacks
I think Konrad Leimer has been as good as well so far. And I'm saying far.
If I look at the attack, PSG obviously are better. And if I look at the midfield, which is Vitinha,
though. So where do we go from here? I think
you're talking about one player.
I think Kane is a better striker. I think Olise is a better winger than Doué. I've said Olise is one of the best right wingers, so I'm keeping.
You know that they have Dembele as well, the Ballon d'Or winner, right?
Yeah. So if I was to do combined 11, realistically speaking, I'll just put fucking Olise in the 10. Let's shoehorn him somewhere.
So what I'm saying their attack is better. I don't mean individually, right? I mean overall, right? When I compare the trio,
yeah, okay, fine, but that's only because Gnabry is in that 11.
Whatever, man. What I'm trying to say is when I look at Desiree Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia, I think they are better than overall Kane, Olise, and I think Gnabry, right? Is it?
Or Diaz. We have Diaz.
Or Diaz. I think those three are better than those three. I'm not saying that let's say Doué is better than Kane or anything. I'm not comparing one player to another. I'm saying overall, right?
Yeah, they click better, of course. I'm not denying that. But
and then we're gonna talk about the midfield, for instance. So the midfield they have.
I can concede in the midfield. That's fine.
Yeah, which is Vitinha, Neves, and what's his name? Lewis.
The only guy actually, but Pavlovic and Kimmich can still give him a go. But I think.
But again, I'm not comparing one player. Just hear me out. I'm comparing the overall midfield. I think they're better, right? Now let's go to the defense, right? So the right back, the left back, I think they beat you on that. Now the center backs.
I think Upamecano is the one player that they would want. But by the way, PSG fans, they want Upamecano, and they've been linked with Upamecano. By the way, I'm not the biggest Upamecano guy. However, I have to give credit where it's due. He has been performing as one of our better center backs for a good year now. And he even admitted company has brought like a new life to him. You know what I
can't lie. The only position that I rate you guys is the goalkeeper.
Okay, but you know why you say this though? You say
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm being honest.
But Sami, I'm gonna be objective. No, but Sami, you see, with you, I'm gonna try to be as respectful as I can. Because of course I will share your channel. Secondly, like you're my guy. You know what I mean? But this is what I mean by like when Premier League fans lack brain cells sometimes. Because
forget about
because you know what it is. You know what?
Just talking about PSG.
But like the only thing I rate is your goalkeeper.
No, I'm not saying that I don't rate any player in Bayern Munich. I'm saying when I'm comparing now, the only player that I would give favorites to you is the goalkeeper. That's what I meant. I did not say that your team is shit, bro. I'm saying that
again.
Now the reference here is PSG. Yeah.
If we did the combined 11, who would you put? Like individually, who would you put in that team?
Okay. If you want to do a combined 11, okay. Hold on. The goalkeeper, Neuer, obviously. When it comes to the attack, I'll put Kane in center forward. I would put Dembele on the right and probably Desiree Doué on the left.
This is where I disagree because I would get rid of Doué and I'd put Dembele on the left, and I'd put Olise, or actually not on the left, Kvara on the left, sorry, and I'd put Olise on the right.
So you would bench Ballon d'Or winner, and I like Brain
No. I would bench Doué. I'd put Dembele. You're missing the point.
Instead
and by the way,
okay,
in terms of balance, it works because why? Kane would drop deep, Dembele can occupy.
So you would play Dembele in the left wing. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying Kane striker,
right? I agree.
Left wing, Dembele like inside forward 10, whatever. He interchanged with Kane. Olise on the right. I'm putting Kane and Olise, and then I'm putting Dembele. I am, bro. You can laugh all you want, but I can, and it would work balance-wise.
Oh my god, man. Okay, it's fine. I'll give you that. But who's gonna be your midfield then? That means you're gonna take one of the midfields, and you're gonna play only with two midfields. If you're gonna play Dembele on the 10.
Yeah, we're playing with pivot. Yeah, that's fine. You can have Neves and Vitinha. That's fine. Or you can even have Kimmich in there. Who cares? Actually, you know what? I need to back my guys. I'm putting Kimmich and Vitinha. Screw it, man.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I don't.
If we're going by balance,
I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not biased towards you or PSG, man. I hate PSG as much as I hate Bayern Munich. Listen,
I'll give Vitinha and Joao Neves. I'll be more fair. But it's like I'm doing this because you're rattling.
Okay. No, that's fine. Look, you want to shoehorn Olise? That's fine. Okay, I'm giving you that. I'm giving you the leeway here. All right, it's fine.
No, because I just think Olise is better than Doué. I really do.
It's fine, but Olise plays as a right wing, and now we're comparing Olise to a right winger, which is Dembele.
No, yeah, okay, but
Doué plays on the left and more.
First of all, in PSG, when Enrique places his lineup, he places Kvara on the left, he places Dembele in the middle. Because they don't have a striker, remember that they play Gonçalo.
But
Ramos,
you know that they rotate, right?
They will interchange, yes. But like realistically, Dembele can play in the middle, he can play on the left, on the right. It doesn't matter. And then Doué is usually on the right or on the left. Again, they interchange. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, when I put Dembele, like this whole shoehorning, it works because Dembele can play anywhere. We said.
Yeah, but Dembele plays like the last player on the front, right? He's not playing like a 10 and there's another striker in front of him.
Okay, how about this? Well, like Godfrey brought a good point. How about Olise in the 10? He can play in the 10.
Yeah, I think he can. Why not?
I've seen him play. He interchanged with Leonard Carl the other day for.
Yeah, he did, and I watched him in Crystal Palace. He played a lot as a number 10 as well with Eze.
Okay, so we can put him in the 10, and then you can have your wish with Dembele on the right.
It's not my wish. It's what I think.
It's your wish, clearly.
No, it's not my wish, bro. I mean, you're talking about a Ballon d'Or winner here, and you want me to say it's a wish? No, I have no wishes.
Ballon d'Or winners, I can play anywhere.
I don't have any favoritism. I don't have any favoritism here in this debate here. I'm just looking at it from my perspective and my opinion only. That's it, right? But okay, that's fine. And we're gonna play Vitinha and Neves on the pivots. That's fine. So on the back, the back four,
and the full backs. PSG can have Pacho, they can have. I'll take Upamecano. Thank you very much.
So the only player is Upamecano. The rest is Pacho or Marquinhos, and then in the right you will play Hakimi
Pacho,
and Mendes.
Hakimi, yes, I can hand that over. No problem.
See, that's a reasonable thing. I would never debate that because I think it's true.
I will say though, I am very intrigued to see what happens later this season, though, because later this season, who's coming back?
Oh.
Davies. I want to see what Davies does because I'm not gonna lie. If Davies didn't get injured, he could have been a close second, very close second.
Maybe, but we cannot jump in and say that.
I'm just saying because he was playing like that even after the contract extension. He got us through some games as well.
Here, he gave you a good player, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate,
big up Godfrey, man, my man. Well, that's it for me, Zir. I mean, is there anything you want to talk about the UCL? I mean, I covered all the English Premier League games. Unfortunately, you weren't here. Is there anything that you want to say or have a final word before we end the show? I mean, any thoughts, any opinions?
My final thoughts are Juventus, you let me down. Because for Real Madrid to win in such manner, pathetic. But then again, I'm not shocked. Typical Madrid. Really, typical Perez de Molesto GTA settings. You know what they do these days, man. these frauds. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Nah, but you know what? Jokes aside, Madrid took advantage of an opportunity and they won. Whereas Juventus didn't. Like Vlahovic, absolute fraud.
Oh man, yeah, he missed the 1-on-1, man. What the fuck was that? I don't know.
No wonder Mitrovic is starting over him in his national team. Absolute fraud.
Low key, that was good. That was good. Low key, that was good. But anyways, thank you very much, Seer. I appreciate you here, bro, as usual. What an honored as an honored guest as always. Pleasure, guys. Stay safe, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the watch along next. We're gonna have Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Cheers, guys. Have a lovely evening and have a good day.